Hi there, it's me, Nancy Drew. You're just in time for my latest mystery, Treasure in the Royal Tower. Choose your difficulty level to start off. If you're new to adventure games, you might want to click the tutorial button first for a few tips on how to play the game.
Hi everyone, Ojiban here, and we're back for more Nancy Drew. This time, her newest case is called Treasure in the Royal Tower. Let's start off as a senior detective since we already have the experience. And so, without further ado, let's get started.
Dear George, so much for my Wisconsin ski vacation. I arrived here at Wickford Castle last night, just before a blizzard swept in. The mountain is completely shut down, and the surrounding roads are closed. I think I'm one of the few guests who made it to the castle at all. The place is huge and old, and slightly creepy under the circumstances. You should hear this wind. What's more, the owner, Christy Lane, my father's friend, is away on business. I tried to ask the caretaker, Dexter Egan, how I could contact her, but he said he didn't know. Doesn't that seem odd? I couldn't help feeling like there was something he wasn't telling me. All this makes me a little nervous, but I'm determined to enjoy myself. After all, this is a vacation, right? I have big plans to explore the castle. That Ezra Wickford, the original owner, must have been quite a character to have built such an extraordinary place. It's filled with strange, dead-end corridors, for one thing. And I noticed one of the towers is totally different from the other ones. Of course, I'll have to save some time to meet Jacques Brunet, the French ski instructor. Tell Bess she'll be the first to know if he's half as gorgeous in person as he looks on his website. So, George, I guess things never quite go according to plan, but at least this time, the culprit is just a snowstorm. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy. Now all I need is a mailbox.
Okay, before we go outside Nancy's room, let's check for other stuff first that we may need. Okay, so this is her locker number, which is 310. Her combination is 517. So let's list that in our notebook. And then this is her room card key. We'll be needing that. And her suitcase. Okay, Wickford Castle Vacation Resort. Okay, a brochure. Welcome to Wickford Castle. In 1920, Ezra Wickford, the inventor of chocolate milk, dreamed of building a castle like no other. The project took 7 years, 132 carpenters, and millions of dollars. But by the time it was done, Wickford Castle had become an architectural marvel. Then in 1945, Wickford mysteriously locked himself away in the castle and allowed the place to fall into a state of decline. After Wickford's death, the castle was closed down for many years, its fate unknown, until it was finally inherited and reopened by his great niece, Christy Lane, in 1990. Now it is one of the most popular vacation resorts in the Midwest. What to do while you're here? Lose yourself in the castle. The castle is a maze of corridors, and some of them lead nowhere. No one knows why Ezra included these dead ends in his castle design, but everyone agrees he must have had quite an imagination. Learn the story of the 18th century French tower. During his travels in France, Wickford became so enchanted with the Château Rochemont that he bought the castle's grand tower and had it built onto this castle in 1924. Few people have ever seen the inside of the tower because Mr. Wickford kept it sealed off. The tower is still closed, but in the coming months, Christy Lane plans to open it up to guests and offer guided tours. Miss Lane also plans to restore the vintage 1920s elevator to its original condition. Okay. Miss Lane is grateful to the Wisconsin Historical Foundation for their support in this project. Visit the library. Also, while in France, Wickford acquired the majestic library and many of its contents from the estate of Jean Leboeuf. The room is filled with antique books, both French and English. It's worth a visit just to see Marcel Bonnet's famous portrait of Marie Antoinette, which was imported from the Château Rochemont. Outdoor attractions were located just at the foot of scenic Butter Ridge. In the winter months, guests enjoy skiing on some of the best groomed slopes in the Midwest. In the warmer months, guests love to hike to Butter Lovers Lake. The mountain of fields are covered with the region's magnificent wildflowers. Look for lady slippers, skunk cabbage, black-eyed Susans, butterfly weed, devil's paintbrush, toad flax, and more. No matter how you spend your time at Wickford Castle, you're bound to have an adventure. Okay, that sounds interesting. Let's look for more. Okay, tissue, comb, hair dryer, other stuff. Ooh, menu. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Baby back ribs with Creature of the Night barbecue sauce for only $10.95. Hot diggity, all you can eat fried chicken drumsticks, $10. Fried bologna sandwich supreme on white bread, $7.25. Okay, crushed potato chip sprinkles, 50 cents. So I think this is an add-on. And Chovy Heaven Caesar salad with eternity of garlic croutons. Not a big fan of anchovy, they're too salty. Something smoking chili cheese dog, $7.50. Better than nothing broccoli surprise. Desserts are $4. White cheddar ice cream log, chocolate mayhem odyssey to Banana Land, key to enlightenment, lime pie, sugar-crusted rhubarb, jerky royale. Ooh, I'd like to try that ice cream log and chocolate mayhem. Can I take this? Okay, I can. What's this? Sassy Detective Magazine. Exclusive Q&A with Canada's hottest new girls, Lou. Lorna McNamara. Okay, fingerprinting 101. Using fingerprints to determine keypad access codes by Karen. When we touch things, some of the oil from our skin is left behind on the surface of the thing we have touched. Our fingertips each have a unique pattern on them, and the oil shows our prints this pattern. This is how we get the term fingerprint. When you touch several surfaces with the same fingertip, the oil begins to get used up, so the fingerprint becomes lighter and lighter. The most common method of discovering fingerprints is called dusting. When you brush a light powder over a surface, the powder or dust will cling to the oil left by fingertips, revealing the fingerprints. Remember, fingerprints will appear in darker or lighter shades depending upon on how much oil is present. Okay, so I think this will be our clue. I don't know. We may need this in the future. So the first one that is pressed is 1, the second is 7, 3, then 5. Okay, 1, 7, 3, 5. Any more things that we need to see? I think we're done in here. The frick is that noise?
Sounds like the radiator is broken.
Oh, it's the radiator. Okay, let's tell Dexter about the broken radiator. But first, we need to send this letter to George. Let's use the elevator. Ooh, fancy. Okay, let's talk to her.
Hi, I'm Lisa. Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into the library and vandalized it. Dexter locked it up. He's saying the culprit must be one of us in the castle. Can you believe it?
I didn't hear about the library. Do you know what happened?
I haven't the faintest. I mean, who would want to mess with a bunch of dusty old books? Anyway, it's all locked up now. So, maybe we'll never know. Too bad, huh? I'm dying to see what they did to it. Don't quote me on this, but I think Dexter has an extra key to the library somewhere around his desk.
I guess you've really got your finger on the pulse around here. Any other castle scandal I should know about?
Oh, we got scandal, honey. Professor Hotchkiss is claiming she's been robbed, for one thing. But the real scandal is downstairs. His name is Jacques Brunet.
What's the scandal with Jacques Brunet?
Va-va-voom. Scandalous cuteness, of course. Didn't you watch the last Winter Olympics? He's France's big cheese of skiing. He holds the record for the 500-meter slalom, but he totally choked at the games. I guess he's washed up now. But at least his looks haven't gone down the tubes.
So who's Professor Hotchkiss?
Oh my gosh! Wait till you hear this! Hotchkiss is this nutty old woman who's always typing and talking to herself in her room. I was walking past her door earlier, and I heard her screaming that her room had been robbed.
You said she's a professor. Do you know what she teaches?
I'm really not sure. She just kept wailing, "My theory, my theory." I think she teaches history, or maybe a foreign language. I thought I heard a couple of French words pop out of her mouth. But don't quote me on that either. I only barely passed Spanish in high school.
Too bad. I speak Spanish, but
Habla
not that very good.
español?
Hardly. I'm just a humble photojournalist covering weird old mansions in the Midwest, and this place is one of the weirdest. Did you know Ezra Wickford, the original owner, shut himself away in here for like 50 years?
What? Oh my gosh.
I wonder why he was so antisocial.
Creepy, right? I mean, did we stumble onto the set of As the Castle Turns or what? Well, you probably want to get settled. I wonder what we're going to do with ourselves while we're all cooped up in this place.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Stay warm.
Okay, nice to meet you, Lisa. Let's talk to Dexter.
Hello, Miss Drew. Did you get squared away upstairs?
All square. I just need a stamp to send this letter, and then I'll be off to explore the castle.
Well, I can take your letter, but the mail's not going anywhere for a while. It's snowing like there's no tomorrow out there. So explore all you want. Take the grand tour. But forget about the library. It's off limits.
Off limits?
Someone vandalized our historic library. Really turned the place upside down. The owner, Miss Lane, she's gonna be pretty upset.
Oh, she will be.
Why would anyone want to vandalize the library?
I have no idea. I straightened up in there before check-in yesterday and everything was fine. Now it looks like a bomb went off. Books everywhere and somebody hacked a big hole in one of the walls. I locked the place up and called the police, but who knows when they'll be able to get here.
Wow, a hole in the wall? What do you think they were looking for?
I can't tell, but somebody's definitely after something.
What else has gone wrong?
Well, this Professor Hotchkiss just called me in a terrible flap, saying our room's been robbed. I went up there, but she wouldn't open the door to talk about it. Wouldn't even tell me what was missing. So what's she want me to do about it?
Sounds like you're swamped, Mr. Egan. Is there any way I can help?
Well, Hotchkiss has a pair of ski boots in the basement. The Frenchman's been working on 'em for her, but he won't deliver 'em. Says he's a ski instructor, not a bellhop. I hate to ask this, but if you could grab those boots and bring 'em up to her, it might smooth her feathers. Sure would smooth mine.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
But my radiator.
Did Hotchkiss get her boots?
Oh,
Not yet, Mr. Egan.
That's a shame.
Okay.
I think there's something wrong with my radiator. It hisses, and there's a clanging noise, too. Could you check it out for me?
Sorry about that inconvenience, but you're just gonna have to sit tight for a while. I'm the only one on duty while the owner's away, and around here it seems like even if it ain't broke, it still needs fixing. Last time I checked, there were only 24 hours in a day. Sorry, not yet.
Oh my god, he's so unfriendly.
So, how long have you been working here?
A while.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
He's so grumpy. It's probably stress because of work.
Hi there, how's it going?
I'm dying to find a way into that tower. Where do they usually hide the secret entrances in weird old Midwestern mansions?
I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Too bad most of the places I've covered aren't any weirder than imitation butter. I wish you'd hurry up and find it, though, so we can check it out.
I'll let you get back to your magazine.
Keep me posted.
Okay, before we go to the ski rental, let's look for clues first. Okay, major figures and events of the French Revolution, Book 1. Okay, it's about Marie Antoinette. Born in Vienna, Austria, on November 2, 1755, she was the youngest daughter of Francis I and Maria Theresa, Emperor and Empress of the Holy Roman Empire. In 1770, as a young teenager, she was obliged to wed Louis XVI of France to symbolize an alliance between France and her parents' dynasty, the Habsburgs of Austria. 4 years later, Marie Antoinette became Queen of France when her husband was crowned King Louis XVI. As queen, her lavish lifestyle made her unpopular. While the commoners stood in bread lines praying for food, they cursed the queen who was living so comfortably in her grand palace. The people's discontent grew and grew until a full-scale revolution broke out in 1789. In 1791, it looked like the monarchy would not survive, and Marie sought assistance from other European rulers. It was arranged for the king and queen to escape Paris on the night of June 20, but revolutionary forces apprehended the royal couple at, Varennes? I'm not sure how to pronounce that word, but okay, on June 25, and escorted them back to Paris as prisoners. Dang. On August 10, 1792, the monarchy was finally overthrown. Marie Antoinette spent the rest of her life in Parisian prisons. Louis XVI was executed on orders from the National Convention in January 1793, and in August the Queen was put in solitary confinement in the Conciergerie. Marie Antoinette was brought before the Revolutionary Tribunal on October 14, 1793, and guillotined 2 days later. She was executed without proof of the crimes for which she was accused. Oh man, I feel bad for her. Okay, the guillotine. It is uncertain who actually invented the guillotine, but we do know that it was named after Dr. Joseph Guillotine, who recommended its use to the National Assembly in France in 1789 as the most humane, and efficient form of capital punishment. A guillotine similar to this one was used to behead thousands, including Marie Antoinette, during the French Revolution. First of all, any kind of punishment, especially murder, I can't call them humane. That's weird. Okay, so this is book 2. The Storming of the Bastille. On July 14, 1789, an angry Parisian mob stormed and captured the old royal prison known as the Bastille. The mob was looking for weapons and ammunition. The governor was killed. The 7 inmates, none of them political prisoners, were freed. After the prison was overthrown, its thick walls were torn down. When told what had taken place, King Louis XVI exclaimed, "Why, this is a revolt!" "No, sire," was the reply. "It is a revolution." And indeed, this first outbreak of violence marked the true beginning of the revolution. After July 14, there was no going back. The mob who participated in the takeover later became known as Les Vainqueurs de la Bastille. Okay, I'm not sure about this word, but okay. Jean Leboeuf, 1768 to 1812. Born to peasant farmers, Jean Leboeuf became one of the commanders of the French Revolutionary Army at the age of 22. He is best known for foiling Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette's attempt to escape Paris in June 1791. After hearing rumors of their planned escape, Leboeuf organized troops to intercept the fleeing royal couple. The king and queen were captured at Varennes, I'm not sure with that word, I'm so sorry, and escorted back to Paris as prisoners. The monarchy was finally overthrown less than 14 months later. Leboeuf later became a general under Napoleon Bonaparte and a member of the new French aristocracy. He amassed great wealth and built a beautiful chateau that became known throughout the French upper class for its splendid library. Leboeuf died in the War of 1812. Ironically, the great general was not killed by enemy soldiers, but by food poisoning that resulted from eating a can of rancid beef. Okay, yeah, that was ironic since I think boeuf means beef. I'm not sure, but I think it is the French of beef. Okay, so the chateau remained in his name until the 1920s when his then impoverished family was forced to sell off his estate. Okay, good to know. So much to read, so little time. But I really love exploring. This place is so fancy. Okay, let's go to the ski rental, which is, I think, this way. What? You can see a hidden passage. Wait a minute. There's a hidden door in here. What the heck? Okay. Let's just use the elevator. I'm too lazy to walk. Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Je m'appelle Jacques Brunet. So, what brings you to beautiful Wisconsin?
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Nancy Drew. I'm here on vacation. What's your excuse?
My excuse?
Yeah, what brings a professional skier from France to Wisconsin? Why not Aspen or Lake Tahoe?
I am here for Isabelle, mon petit chou. She's an American studying at the university in Madison, and I've asked her to marry me. That is excuse enough to be in Wisconsin, n'est-ce pas? And besides, I am not the first French work of art to end up here.
Ah, Ah, so you came halfway across the world for love. That's a fine excuse. So, when's the wedding?
As soon as possible.
Okay, that sounded too soon.
Are you the eager one, or is she?
Do not ask me about the affairs of my heart, Nancy, or I will think you are trying to steal it. But
Oh
tell me,
boy, oh
how will
boy.
you spend your time here, Nancy?
I'm dying to have a look inside that library. I heard it was vandalized. Do you know anything?
Nancy, a pretty girl should not worry herself with this type of thing while she is on vacation. I should warn you, Dexter is very protective of this place. He does not take kindly to people snooping around where they should not.
Snooping around.
Don't worry, Jacques. The last thing I want to do is get myself grounded.
Ciao!
Okay, can I have the boots?
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Tell me about these boxes you're making.
When I am not skiing, I need some other way to express myself. So voila! I make these hot boxes for keeping secrets safe. I'm sure you have many secrets, Nancy.
Oh, really?
Lisa told me you were in the Olympics. What was that like?
Disappointing, frustrating, humiliating.
Oh, what happened?
It was the worst day of my life. To fall flat on my face with my family, my country, and the rest of the world watching.
So sorry, man.
Do you know much about the tower that's closed off? I heard the original owner imported it from France.
It comes from the Château Rochemont in a town in France near where I grew up. Marie Antoinette used to visit this tower when she was Queen of France. Until she lost her head in the revolution, that is.
They...
I need to bring Professor Hotchkiss her boots. Do you have them?
Yes, I fixed her boots. But you should be relaxing by the fire, sipping cocoa, Nancy. Not running errands for Dexter.
Mind your own business, French guy.
I'll talk to you later.
Allez, bye-bye.
Allez, bye-bye. Okay, before we go to Prof Hotchkiss, let's check our locker. Which is this one. So... Okay, the password for Nancy's locker is 517.
The combination is 517, but it's not working.
What? Oh my. This is an outrage.
Ah, Nancy, comment ça va?
Dexter told me the combination to my locker, number 310, is 517. I tried it, but the locker won't open.
Dexter must be confused, because I think that is the combination for number 311. Try 311.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Ciao!
Thanks, French guy. Is this our thing? What? Lisa? It's Lisa's. Lisa, mi amiga. ¿Cuánto tiempo sin vernos? ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué hace en Wisconsin? She told us she can't speak Spanish, but then she has a letter that's written in Spanish. Okay, passports? 2 passports. Who the heck is this? Helen Carp? What? Tanya Lee Gooding? But it looks like Lisa. Heck. Helen Carp? Alina Boyd? What? Tanya Lee Gooding. Oh my gosh. Now I'm not even sure if her real name's Lisa. What? Any more clues in here? No? Okay, oh my goodness, so many fake IDs. That is illegal. My gosh. Okay.
It's
Oh my
like the
God.
North Pole out there.
Oh my god. No, let's not go outside. No. Not yet. Let's go back to the lobby. Oh no, I think we should... No, we went back. Okay, let's just use the elevator. Let's go to Professor Hotchkiss.
Yes, hello? Is that Jacques with my boots?
Actually, it's Nancy Drew. But I do have your boots for you.
Oh, good. Boots, fine. Thank you, thank you. Everything is fine. Just leave the boots at the door, please. Yeah. Oh, and it seems I'm out of change. I'll just have to tip you the next time, Mandy.
No tip is necessary, Professor Hotchkiss. I don't actually work here. My name's Nancy Drew. I heard your room was robbed, and I'd like to find out what was taken so that Mr. Egan can report it.
Everything's under control, dear. Nothing to report. Thank you for my boots. My poor feet have been feeling so exposed.
I'm still waiting for that tip. Okay, never mind. Let's just go back to Mr. Egan. What the heck?
It's stuck.
No! Okay, good thing. I think we can climb out here.
I'm not sure if I can make it.
Can we? Okay, we can go out here.
Alley-oop!
What the heck? I'm going to file a complaint against this freaking hotel or whatever you call it. The elevator services are so poor.
Can I help you?
About my radiator, Mr. Egan. Do you think you'll be able to fix it anytime soon?
Sorry, not yet. Hotchkiss called to report that she got her boots. But now I'm told that the light is out in the back stairwell. Could you check the circuit breaker in the basement and make sure it's working?
Some vacation this is turning into.
Okay. Can we tell him about the elevator? Okay, never mind. We'll just talk about the broken elevator later. What? Lisa's gone? Oh man. Oh man. Okay, let's at least just fix the light breaker. which I think is this way. I'm not sure. I freaking suck at directions. I'm doing my best, guys.
It's too dark. I should take the elevator.
Okay, so that was the broken light bulb. I don't know. Let's fix this one. Okay, just put all the switches to right, not this one, because this will happen if you put this one to right. Okay, and then these switches to left, except this one. So can we freaking reset the elevator? No, we went the wrong way.
Dead end.
What the heck? Oh my goodness. I suck at this. Can we at least go to the ski rental first and see if Jack's not around? Okay, he's still in there, so. Okay, let's go back to the lobby.
Yes?
I don't want to pester you, Mr. Egan, but the radiator...
Thanks for dealing with the circuit breaker. Okay, we're really making progress here, kid. So, you go up to Hotchkiss's room and see what she wants for dinner. She's not answering her phone.
Okay.
No problem, boss.
Can we now talk
So what
about
does
him
Hotchkiss want for dinner?
with the elevator problem?
I was in the elevator and it got stuck between floors. I had to climb out the top and I just barely made it up to the floor above. Do you think you'll be able to fix it?
Well, I doubt it's broken. I'll check the power switch in the basement. Glad you're okay. But don't go climbing around the elevator shaft anymore. It's dangerous in there.
Aw, thanks for the concern, Mr. Egan.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so our next errand is to ask Prof. Hotchkiss what she would like for dinner. Me, I want some ribs.
Ugh! Virginia Woolf never endured such interruptions. Who is it?
What?
It's Nancy again. Dexter needs to know what you want for dinner.
Oh, hard to think of food candy when I'm riding the raging rapids of my
Nancy.
theory. Oh, right now, I have plenty of pre-packaged energy globules to keep me going. But tell Baxter that I am developing a powerful craving for couscous. Yes, couscous for dinner would be splendid. I'll have a nice tip for you next time, Fanny.
It's Nancy. The heck? Do we even have couscous?
Yes?
The professor says she has a hankering for, couscous.
Couscous? Never heard of it. Tell her to order something off the menu.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
Goodbye.
Is that my couscous already?
Sorry, Professor, but there's no couscous in the house. You'll need to choose something from the hotel menu.
Well, I don't have a menu. At least not from this hotel. Be a doll and fetch me one, will you, Tata?
Actually, I have a menu.
Did you get the menu?
Sure did. How about opening the door so I can give it to you?
Oh, you're a sneaky one. Just slip it under the door, please.
What the heck?
Nice and easy. No funny stuff. Baby back ribs, yes. Oh, chili cheese dog, fried bologna sandwich. I'm not usually much of a meat eater, but very well. 50 drumsticks, please. Chicken, that is. Cluck, cluck.
50? What the heck?
Sure. 50 drumsticks. Whatever makes you happy.
Rock and roll, dear.
Alright. 50. Oh my goodness. That lady sure loves to eat. Okay, let's talk to Dexter.
Can I help you?
The professor has changed her order. Seems she's developed an appetite for chicken drumsticks. 50 of them.
Okay then, drumsticks we got. Oops, but I guess Jock better take that bag of chicken legs out of the freezer. Will you tell him? And then take the rest of the day off, kid. Your radiator's as good as fixed.
Okay. See ya, Mr. Egan.
You're a trooper.
Okay, before we go to tell Jacques. Wait. What time? Okay, it's 6. Let's try and check if he isn't around the ski rental, because we need to get something from there.
It's locked.
What? It's locked? What the heck? Seriously? Okay, I have to walk. I'm too lazy. Maybe I had to reset the elevator. I'm not sure. Let's try resetting the elevator. Okay, now let's try and check the ski place. I hope that French guy isn't around. Okay, because we're going to need this. Okay, let's go back to our room. Okay, it works. Now, our room number is 205. Which is, I think, yes, this one. That was convenient. What? But I thought he fixed the radiator. The heck? Okay, let's call George.
Hello?
George, it's Nancy.
Great timing, Nancy. Bess and I were just saying how we wish we were out on the ski slopes with you. Hang on, I'll get her to pick up the other phone. Hey, Bess, our favorite detective's on the phone.
Hey, Nancy. How's the vacation?
I guess you haven't gotten my letter. Not only do I have a blizzard on my hands, but I may have stumbled onto another case, too. The castle library was vandalized, and one of the other guests says her room was robbed.
Boy, oh boy. Have you searched the library for clues yet?
Well, that's the thing. Dexter Egan, the caretaker, says it's locked up and off limits until the police can get here. But who knows when that'll be.
That's funny, Nancy. I didn't know the phrase off limits was even in your vocabulary.
Seriously, though, don't you think that your dad's friend, Christy Lane, would feel better knowing that you're on the case, at least until the police can take over?
She's right, Nancy. I mean, who knows what this Egan guy is all about anyway? Sounds like you're just gonna have to find an alternative entrance to that library.
Here I go again. Just hope I don't have to slide down the chimney.
And what about this robbery? Who got robbed?
I'm not sure. The guest's name is Professor Hotchkiss. I think she's a bit eccentric.
You mean weird?
Nutso?
A few sandwiches short of a picnic?
Okay, you guys. I just mean that I'm not sure how reliable her testimony will be.
Yeah, but she'll probably tell you something important, whether she means to or not.
I met my ski instructor, Jacques Brunet. He sure is French.
Ooh la la, those accents should be illegal.
I hate to break it to you, Bess, but he's engaged.
Now there's a real crime.
Right, Bess. Humanity is devastated.
I met this nice woman, Lisa Ostrom.
What's her deal?
She's a photojournalist doing a story on the castle. She sure got me curious about that tower.
Oh yeah? Does she know where the entrance is?
I don't think so.
Well, keep an eye on her, Nancy. Those photojournalists are born snoopers, you know.
George, are you suggesting that Nancy is a second-class snooper? You're going to give our friend a complex.
Oh, right. Like Nancy doesn't know she's the prime minister of snooping.
I'm trying to meet with Professor Hotchkiss to find out what was stolen from her room, but she won't open her door to discuss it.
That's odd. I wonder what she's so nervous about. I'll bet she's hiding something in her room.
Like what, Bess? The elephant that trampled the library? She's probably just a little freaked. I mean, if her room really was robbed, you'll find a way to make her trust you, Nancy. I'll bet Bess's last slice of pizza on it.
Hey.
Ladies, I need inspiration, brain juice, a hint.
Sure, Nancy, but don't expect us to give you the answers on a silver platter.
We wouldn't want to spoil your fun.
Seeing as you're a senior detective and all.
Help, I'm a little stuck.
Isn't it about time you checked out the scene of the crime?
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay, let's talk to Ned.
Hello?
Ned, it's me.
Well, you're a sound for sore ears. Bess called me and told me your vacation is rapidly turning into another mystery. So who do you think the vandal is?
I really don't know. It would help if I could at least imagine a motive. But why would anyone want to vandalize a beautiful old library?
There must be more to it than meets the eye. Sounds like you better find a way to get in there and take a look around.
I'm trying to get into the library, but the door's locked and I can't find any other way in.
Maybe the detective entrance isn't through a door at all. There must be a more creative way to drop in on the crime scene.
You don't think I should just borrow Dextra's extra key from the front desk?
I don't know, Nancy. Waltzing right through the front door isn't very adventurous, and it might not be as easy as you think.
Apparently, this castle's tower used to be a hangout for Marie Antoinette.
Who's that? Ezra Wickford's wife?
Are you kidding? Marie Antoinette was a famous queen of France.
And she used to hang out in Wisconsin?
No, silly. The tower was originally part of the Château Rochemont in France. Ezra Wickford fell in love with the tower and imported it to Wisconsin.
And Marie didn't want to come along.
Well, that would have been pretty tough for her, considering, Ned Nickerson, are you pulling my leg?
What do you mean, Nancy?
You know very well that Marie Antoinette was beheaded in 1793, don't you?
Well, yeah. I guess I read something about that when I studied the French Revolution. But when did Wickford show up?
He didn't discover the tower until the 1920s, over 100 years after Marie's death.
Whew! I think I'm all clear now. Thanks for straightening that out for me, Detective.
You are some pain in the neck, pal.
Good thing I'm so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready for a crazy coincidence?
Only if it's a crazy one.
Ezra Wickford also imported the library, and it seems that he bought it from the family of Jean Le Boeuf, the revolutionary commander who captured Marie Antoinette when she was trying to escape from France.
You're kidding. So Wickford imported Marie's tower and her enemy's library?
Exactly.
Doesn't Le Boeuf mean the cow in French?
Actually, I think it just means the beef.
Well, in any case, I bet the guy would be happy to know that his library ended up in the heart of America's Dairyland.
Put on your thinking cap. I need a hint.
I'd like to help, Nancy, but I think you'd better ask Bess and George. My brain is still recovering from midterms.
Bye, Ned.
Bye.